What's up guys, DMC here, bringing you a walkthrough on how to get your delivery badge for the Zomburger Delivery Quest, plus tips to get an S rating on every single one, which if you get all of them is worth about 100,000 coins, so that is pretty cool. Now let me give you guys the first tip. This is a bit of a secret general tip. A lot of you guys may not know this, but a lot of pro players actually use low sensitivity. This is the sensitivity that I use right here to get world record on the boat blast. So if you have it on a high sensitivity, you might get near your target quickly, but you have a good chance of kind of sweeping past them or oversteering when you're driving. So low sensitivity actually works better a lot of times. So now we're going to jump back to before I completed all these. The first two I actually did before I was recording, but I'm going to walk you through some tips anyway. I think the first two, a lot of you guys can probably get it without a lot of my help, but I do want to walk you through it anyway just so you can see how I did it. And guys, I want to ask you guys, what are you thinking about these quests? Do you like the new quests? Do you think they're fun? Do you think they're challenging? Do you think they're annoying? Do you think they're frustrating? Let me know. Also, what do you guys like better? Do you like doing the chomper with the rocket and delivering pizzas, or do you like the speedy delivery goat? I like them both. I think they're both fun. I did this one first because I think these are a little bit more difficult, and I wanted to give you guys the tips for this first. Alright, so that's the S rating on that one. You won't see the coins this time because I already did it before, but I'm going to go ahead and walk through this next one. And these first two, they can be challenging, but after that is when it starts to get really, really difficult. So I'll give you some tips on this one. This one is not too hard to complete, but it's actually pretty hard to complete smoothly because there's a lot of little stuff that can get in your way. Now, so for those right there, don't zoom in, just shoot. It's kind of like called hip fire if you're a Call of Duty player. Right here, jump, jump, and then I pre-aim a little bit to hit this next gnome because it's a bit tough if you just make the angle tight. And then right here, sometimes stuff can get in your way. Don't be afraid to use your triangle. You can actually break through those guys and kill them and dash through. Also, you need to watch out for your own guys. Your own guys can get you. So there again, I dash through here. Also, I like to dash there because that rocket can get in your way. And on these tight turns, turn a little bit in advance because there's a bit of a delay. Right here, you don't necessarily have to jump. You can actually just dash through. And then watch this, you'll see here, my own guy actually blocks me for a second. So watch out for that as well. Your own guys can get you. And then just dash to the finish. So again, that one's not too hard just to complete, but it can be tricky to complete it smoothly just because there's so many things happening. And also as you're running, like your little goat butt is kind of like flopping back and forth. You can bump into stuff. All right, so this one, we got the B rating on the live stream, but we'll go back and do this S rating here. Now watch this, guys. I hit triangle and I just dash right over it. So watch out for that, guys. When you hit the triangle, if you're moving forward, you will actually gain a little bit of height and it can cause you to miss checkpoints. So you don't always want to dash, guys. Watch your positioning when you dash. Make sure you're not too high up. So this one, I just kind of wiggle to the side and then back over. Use a dash to get some speed here, and then after this, I'm going to kind of time out my dashes sometimes. You don't want to just always dash immediately. And in certain places, you don't want to dash at all. Like right here, you don't want to dash into the water. So I just do the jump, and then right here, I jump, and then I'm going to wait before I dash to right before I get in the water, which causes me to go over. Now this one, I don't even jump. I just dash straight through. And then again, I'm going to dash up ahead right here. Now, I got a tight turn coming up. So again, I don't know if it's the momentum of your character or just the delay in the game, but you need to turn a little bit in advance. Right here, I couldn't remember where I was going for a second. So when you get to that part, go to the right, guys. Don't go to the left like I did. That'll save you an extra half second. So there we go. We got the S rating. And like I said, we got to B rating live on the live stream. And then right here, we just jumped directly to S. But don't worry, guys, you will get all your coins. Like you see, we got an A and a S rating in one shot right there. So don't worry about like, oh, if I have a B rating and then I get an S, will I lose my coins? No, you'll get them directly. So don't worry about that, guys. All right, this is where it starts to get tricky. We did do this one on the live stream, but right here, the first thing is I just dash straight across. Here you can drop down, but I did jump and then I jump again. And now right here, before my hooves even hit the ground, I go ahead and dash again. I wait just a second to let it recharge, and then I dash again. This one's pretty easy, just jump from here, and then I almost went the wrong way right there. Don't do that, guys. Now here, don't dash too soon. Give yourself a little bit of time, and also with this long jump right here, jump, let your jump have its time, and then do your dash. And then right here, again, you can actually just cut across the corner. You don't need to run around, and then don't do what I did. Actually step through. I stopped one step short. And here we are, guys. What does that say? Viva la plantas. We got Toxic Brains here to congratulate us, Toxic Brains. And again, we got our coins. We got our coins for the A rating, and we got our coins for the S rating. So again, don't worry about losing your coins, guys. Now on to the next one. This one, it starts to get a little bit trickier. This one can actually be pretty hard. We did clear this one on the live stream, but we're just coming back now to get the S rating. So you got to watch your timing on this one. Now I'm going to show you something, guys. I jump across here, and then now right here, before I do this jump, I start to pre-aim. I aim to the right. Now on this one, I'm going to dash through and actually kill him with the dash. You can also kill him with the dash if you do it like that. And if you hit him directly, it only takes one shot. You see my aim is slightly off, so I need to hit 2 shots. You want to get 1 shot if possible. Don't get caught up here. This is a tricky spot. Make sure to jump early. Now on these, this is something that is a big tip for you guys right here. You may be having the problem where like, you're like, I jumped, but it didn't jump, I just ran off the edge. What's happening, guys, is there's a lot of like places where you slightly have a dip in the map where you're falling for a second. And what happens is your little hooves are not on the ground or not on a surface. So when you try to jump, you're actually in the air for that moment, and that's why you can't jump. So if you guys are having the problem where you're falling off of buildings and stuff, and you're like, I jumped, it's because in that moment you were slightly falling and you weren't on the ground, so that's why you couldn't jump. So watch out for that. Try to make sure you time your jumps, especially when you're on the roof. Try to do it when you're heading up the angle of the roof, not when you're heading down. All right, so here we go, guys. I think this is actually the last one that we completed on the live stream. And this one is actually pretty tough. Right here, you can just jump straight across. You don't need to stop there. Right here, I jump early so I can land there. I'm ready to jump again. And this one, again, I jump. Now on this one, I actually jump and my ability is recharging while I'm in the air. So it's kind of like a leap of faith. Here, I don't jump at all. I just drop straight down, jump again here. Now this jump can be pretty tough right here. I go ahead and boost one more time just to get a bit of speed. Now what I do on this one is I gotta jump at the last minute and then you dash. Now I just pause for a second to get my ability back, and then here I actually back up in the air. So pull back on your stick, you can float back a second because I actually kind of overshot that one. So just pull back slightly and that way it'll help you. Otherwise you'll overshoot and you'll miss the whole thing. So all right, now this one you can just run in or you can dash to the end. So that one is pretty tricky, guys. It definitely took me more than one try. So don't feel bad if it takes you a few tries, guys. Also, let me know, guys, which one of these you think is the hardest? Which one do you think is the most fun? That one was pretty tough for me. But I think those actually last two are two of the more difficult ones, and some of these last ones are actually not as difficult. All right, so what do we got here, guys? We're almost on our way to 100,000 coins already. And we got, remember the jokes we made in the live stream? They're goats, the neighborhood. This is number 7. All right, and this one is tough, guys. This one's really tough. The first thing I do is I step forward and I line up my crosshairs. I jump, then I dash. I pause just a second, and then again, while I was in the air, I didn't actually have my ability. It recharged while I was in the air. There, I jump straight across. You don't need to do that. You don't need to wait for it. And then here, watch out for this one. You got to press your dash at the end. And here, watch out for all these like antennas and stuff. And here, make sure your feet are on the ground, then try to dash. This part is really tricky as well. Get your dash at the very end, and then watch out. Make sure your hooves are on the ground so you can land that jump. Don't try to press it while you're still in the air. And then once you get to here, this part is not too bad, but it is hard to get there. So again, just watch out for that, guys. Make sure you're not slightly falling as you try to jump because the jump won't go off. And also watch out for all those antennas and stuff. If you notice, most of the roofs have like one clear side and one difficult side. Try to stay on the clear side and try to stay on the middle at the very topmost point. That'll help you jump more. Okay, so here we are. We're on to the next one. I think this one is not as hard. I think that last one we did was probably the hardest one. We are on, which, number 8 now? The base race. Okay, so yeah, we're on base race now. So I got some tips for this one as well. You can dash right in the beginning here, but the main thing here is you got to watch out for the gnomes. But once you know where the gnomes are, you can start to pre-aim. Like I know it's here, so I kind of drag myself to the side. This one I actually missed this first shot, but it's okay, I still got it. The reason I missed that is because I tried to take into account the fact that I was moving, so I shot a little bit to the side, but you don't need to do that. You only need to shoot ahead if your target is moving, not if you are moving. So just shoot exactly where you put your crosshairs if they're not moving. This, I don't have a good way to do it. That's just how I do it. I jump straight across and then shoot that. Now, something to watch out for, guys, is if you fail this a few times, if you need to try a few times, you being in their base will cause bosses to spawn, and those bosses will kill you and mess up your run. So if that happens, just go somewhere else. Go to a different part of the game. Like I went to the pirate zone, for example. That reset the backyard, got the bosses out of there, and stopped them from killing me. So that's a good tip if you guys are struggling with that one. You're like, these grumpy stumpies keep killing me. Everyone's killing me. Super beans are on me. Just go to a different part of the game. That'll reset your background battle. Or backyard battleground. I still think it should be called the front yard. That's the front door in my opinion. All right, so this one, I go ahead and I boost immediately. And then I pretty much boost again right away. And I start turning early in advance here because again, you need to make a tight turn. I boost right here and I boost one more time. This one you could probably skip. Now here's the big tip, guys. This is the challenge part right here. You jump on this pipe, press back on your stick. If you don't, even if you angle it right, you will make the jump, but you'll overshoot and you'll fall in the water. And then for those next ones, I actually don't even jump. I just drop straight down here. I bounce off the wall a little bit, try to avoid falling in the water. You can avoid that last dash. You don't really need to do that one. That one didn't help too much. And then I just dash to the finish. But the main part is that pipe, guys. Even if you line up the jump perfectly, when you land, you will probably go over the other side. So just press back a little bit on the stick. That'll shorten your jump and you'll land right on it. And then you can jump to the next one. that's how you do that. I'm doing a little victory dance because that one was pretty tough. I didn't think I was going to be able to get through it so easily. All right, so we are on to the last one, guys. And this last one is actually the first one I got an S rating on. The first time I cleared it, I got the S rating. I wasn't expecting that. So we're going to cut back to an earlier video because I actually got B, A, and S all on the first clear. So I wasn't expecting that, but show you guys how to clear through this one. It's got some tricky stuff at the end, but I did read the patch notes, and they were saying, like, you need creative thinking or problem-solving skills. I kind of had that in my mind when I did this, and that's what helped me. So again, aim in advance right here. You know where these are coming up. I know the next one's coming. I aim while I'm jumping. These ones I got pretty lucky. I was able to kill them in one shot. Again, I know it's around this corner, so I try to aim in advance. Wait till my crosshairs turn red before I fire. Don't want to miss that shot. Now here, with this one, you either need to hit this shot while you're in the air or once you come up the hill. If you shoot too soon, your shot will actually hit the dirt and it won't hit. Right here, I dash through to avoid them hitting me. And again, right here, I go around this wall. I use this wall for cover. I tried going straight through before, dash again to avoid the shots. And again, I'll go over here for... I tried running straight through before and I just got torn up. So I pop over this way and then I come back that way. There's probably some faster ways to do it, but that was the best way I found just to get through it, get the S rating, and not get torn up by those P Gatlings. So guys, if you have any other questions, leave a comment down in the comments section. I'll be happy to answer you. I do answer most comments. Also, if you want, you can ask me live in person on the live stream. I do live streams pretty much every weekend and also for special updates. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. That way you'll get a notification every time I'm streaming and when I do a new video so you guys won't miss anything. If you enjoyed this video, if it helped you out, also please hit the like button. It does help the channel grow. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm DMC, and I will see you in the next video.